Wonderful people, thank you for joining us once again. Here is another important update. Northern Nigeria are ready to divide Nigeria. Elder statesman backs Igbo exit. Act fast on North's readiness for peaceful separation of Nigeria. And according to this elder statesman, he says, and I quote, that the North will be more developed than any other region in Nigeria. I would like to be picking from what this guy said and analyze it to the best of my own knowledge and to the understanding of common man on the street. But before I do that, I would like you to see this clip. When you want to keep finish, please, I beg you in the name of God, drop your opinion at the comment section. What do you think concerning this video? There's a lot of lies to debunk on this video, but let me not capitalize on that. The only thing that attracts me on this video is that the North are now ready to separate. Even in the House, they are now preparing to pass a bill that is going to disintegrate Nigeria in totality. It is out there on the public domain. You can as well go and verify. But let me allow you to see this clip. After that, we'll come back for more discussion. Don't forget, King of Update, or you call me Prophet Okulora, 1 Nation. Alright, let's go there, please. There's no much time to waste.
We separated, the North will be far better. And that was why when you are talking about these people agitating for separation, I said the North is ready for separation. We are ready to go. What do we really need? In fact, if you ask me, I will tell you, looking at the arrangement, the structural arrangement of Northern Nigeria today, if the North is not part of the other countries, if today we separated, the North will be far better than it is today. Because why? What are we talking about? The other regions are talking about power control or control of resources. It is the major resources we are talking about today is oil. It has been discovered in the Lake Chad Basin. That is first greater in quality than the one we have in the other part of Nigeria. 2, it is greater in quantity. The one we have in the other part of Nigeria will be finishing in 15 years. The one that has just been discovered, if harnessed, will last 75 years. So what do we really need? We have a deposit of gold in Birnongwari that is more than the one we are having in South Africa and in Ghana. We have another deposit of gold in Zamfara. That is why you have the bandit in Zamfara. That is why you have those bandits in Birnongwari. Why are we having the Boko Haram, so much Boko Haram problem? It's because of the oil that's been discovered. It is in the Lake Chad Basin. And that was why you see they will never want to have peace in that area, because once you have, the North is going to develop more than you think. And don't forget, the economic power of Nigeria was Northern Nigeria. We were the economic power. We were the economic heart. That was why everything, even the education that the Southerners and the Easterners had, it was from the resources of the North that they were sponsored to go to school and get the education they are having today. So if today, it is not debatable. It is there. If you don't know, I'm telling you, maybe you don't have knowledge of it. I am just telling you.
Now is, no, Dr. Let me just,
let me conclude on this, because I don't want you to interfere with this until I am done with it. So this is that is why we said the North today is ready for separation, if you call for separation, because if we are separated today, I am telling you, we'll grow bigger, we'll grow better, we'll grow stronger, and we'll have better infrastructural development. And in any case, with due respect to other regions, I'm not trying to look down on it, but political administration of Nigeria relies in North. It is only a Northerner that you give leadership, that he will be fair enough to carry everybody along. So we, like in the past, Sardauna, Zeke and Awolowo said, let's forget our differences when they were discussing with Sardauna. He said, no, let us not forget our differences. Let us discuss our differences, because that is what will guide us towards how best we can lead this nation. This is a Northerner for you. So today, if you said the North, people calling for, agitating for separation, people calling for disintegration, people calling for restructuring, the North is fully prepared. The North is fully ready for either you call it separation or disintegration or restructuring. We are strong enough to stand on our feet. And please, mind you one thing before you cut me. if that is going to happen, because we are northerners and everything that has been harnessed in Nigeria has been harnessed with northern economic power before the discovery of oil. While you are going to have Oduduwa Republic, the others are going to have Biafra. We in the north, we will continue to exist as Nigeria and Nigerians. I am telling you, and we will be better for it. So we are ready for it. And then if you call for restructuring, power shift, if we all agree to continue to live as Nigerians, fine, we are also ready. We are ready to go. And I will tell you one thing. If you separate, the North will remain as a block. Yes, I hear some people say that, we know, like the ones that are calling Middle Belt. I am telling you, even in that, you have only 2 or 3 states out of the 6 states that will be doing that. And even among them, there will be separation. So the North will go as a block. But if you give power, if you separate today, first, if you have a Biafra Republic, the Biafra will not stand because already Niger Deltans are saying we are not going with you. And that was
very, very well, my wonderful people. As in here, according to my Igbo brothers. And there's an adage our people always say that he who don't know where rain started to beat that person will not know where that rain stopped to beat him or her. This man, the clip just finished watch now. The only thing you can as well accept from that clip is for the fact I said that they are ready for Nigeria to disintegrate. That every region should go their separate ways. And you know they have majority in the parliament. And those majority in the parliament are also agitating, saying, instead of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to control 2027, they better split the country. Instead of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to pass on the tax reform bills, they better split the country. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu have played fast one on them. He's taking those areas they don't want. He just keep them aside. But he have already signed 4 tax reform bills into law. We are waiting for others. But that is not even their problem, not our problem. If they like, let them sign the bill that will make the whole country to collapse. That is the prayer of every Biafran out there. Let me start to play this clip one after the other. And I know you have watched the clip, but I want to just make sure that any point I'm picking from here, I will analyze it to the best of my own knowledge. And whatever I said concerning this video is my own personal opinion. You understand me? Because as it stands now, it is allegedly, according to my own brother said, now we're supposed to be using allegedly. Because this guy that said this in today might come out tomorrow now and said, he never said so. The parliamentarians from the northeast, northwest, and north central that are preparing to pass a bill to disintegrate Nigeria. In fact, let me shock you. Do you know that northerners have passed a bill to restructure Nigeria? Do you know that? That a bill have been passed to restructure Nigeria. Akpabio was about to pass the bill. Bamidele Okoyemi, a Yoruba bastard majority leader in the Senate, said no. He now need to remind the North that if they pass this bill, automatically they have given Biafrans to go. You come to Lagos, you say they are aliens. You say they can never be part of your politics. You never give them presidency. You still, even in the Senate itself, you still see them as minority. Then when there is a bill to pass, even that bill itself is going to benefit every other region. They said, no, Igbos will go. Give them seaport. They say, no, Lagos will be empty. But the same people will still come online and be gaslighting you. You see, sometimes I get angry when I go to X and see what Yoruba bastards are writing on the head of the Igbos. They have right to do whatever they like. That is their own personal, that is their right to their freedom of speech. But these same Yoruba people, as Hausas are agitating for let there be a separation, let Yorubas who say they don't want, all of them now are targeting the properties of the Igbos. No problem. You can as well take the properties. But can you at least go to national TV now and say Igbo should go? Yoruba bastard will be the last idiot to do that. But yet, they will never allow the Igbos to drink water and keep cup. Why? Well, let me explain to you. Yoruba people have already been instituted there as a weapon to be suppressing the Igbos. Then they will then be in alignment with the North to be ruling the country. That is exactly how the so-called foolish Britain structured Nigeria. Give power to the least. Then this one now, you see these people now, they have already, if I stay with you, if I ascertain your brain or your medulla oblongata, I know what you are capable of doing. I know the kind of lifestyle you are living. So when they came into Nigeria, they conquered the North and they see their brain, they see their mindset. They conquer the West, which is the Yorubas, and they see what they are good in doing, betraying and backbiting. Then when they go to the East, it was very hard for them to fight and suppress the East. That was what they call a Kumeku war for 31 good years. Then when they finally captured the East, they have seen that these people are resilient. If you give them power, nothing for us. They are going to deal with us. They rebuild the power from the East. Even when during the time of colonization, go and check the population. So population of the Igbos are the most. First, this North that I'm telling you now, we are more in population. Minus the Nigerians, minus Malians, minus Benin Republic people, minus Somalians, all the whole Fulanis, let them go back. You find out that North is empty. This time, they want to tell you that they have the population. But they call for census now. They want you not to conduct the census. Because they don't want you to open their nyash. But they always claim to have the population. So the British who colonized Nigeria structured it in a way whereby power have to go to the minority because we can control them easily. This one, they are not even educated. Anything they are doing, anything about education is far from them. So when you come to this area now, their own duty, they jealous too much. Once they see you now, you have something more than them. And you even hustle more than them, they begin to jealous. Even the majority of them you are giving food will also be jealous in you. So when they see this thing, they say, okay, we give these people power, then we use this one against this one. If you go to online, my brother, if you go to Twitter, if you are using Twitter, you will shake your head. How Yorubas, they are gaslighting people. Don't forget 1966 coup that have been tagged Igbo coup are from the social media, are from the, what they call it, Yoruba media, which is the Western media, and Britain, which is the BBC. They are the one that champions this. Even everybody now have come out now to confess. BBC never grabbed the courage. They never get the courage to come out and say, yes, we made a mistake on that broadcast. Yoruba media has never even come out to say such a thing. Rather, they keep on increasing it. Even when IBB said, look at really exactly what happened though, most of them said that what IBB said is a lie. That is Yoruba for you. Okay, let us back to the business, please. Don't say I never finish one point and not another point. Owoku no ebutoku. You understand? Owoku ne megene ne ebutoku. But let us just listen to this monkey. A lot of lies need to debunk here. A lot of lies. Let us listen to him.
People agitating for separation. I said the North is ready for separation. We are ready to go. What do we really need? In fact, if you ask me, I will tell you, looking at the arrangement, the structural arrangement of northern Nigeria today, if the North is not part of the other countries, if today we separated, the North will be far better than it is today. Because why? What are we talking about? The other regions are talking about power control or control of resources. The major resources we are talking about today is oil. It has been discovered in the Lake Chad Basin. That is first.
You hear it? First of all, he said that if they would have structured this country, that the North will be far more better than other regions, which is number first lie. In as much as I want to agree with him on the issue of North ready to separate from Nigeria, or rather North is ready to divide the country. But that is lie number one. You want to succeed on what? You say that everybody is channeling their effort on oil. And moving forward, though, there was a place he said that the oil in the south is going to dry in 15 years. Are you hearing me now? He said it's going to dry in 15 years. Why their own will last for 75 years? Then let me ask you, from the day they started to drill this oil until today we are, plus 15 years remains for the oil to dry. Is it not more than 75 years? Is it not more than 75 years? I ask you, you that is watching me. That is lie detected number 1. Most of all these useless northern elders, if you look at this guy very well, you find out that these are the real Hausas. The real Hausas are the ones who tell you, let us separate. But the Fulanis will never say that, because when there is a separation, the Fulanis do not have anywhere to go. That was why they always want to stand on their ground when you talk about the issue of Fulanis. They don't have anywhere to go. They don't have country. They're just wallowing from one country to the other. Anywhere they can be able to suppress the people, they take over there and it becomes their country. Let us continue.
Greater inequality than the one we have in the other part of Nigeria. 2, it is...
Now, to them now, they say they have oil that is more greater in quality than the one they have in the other part of Nigeria. This oil have been what they have been using to develop the north. This oil have been what they have been using as revenue. He claimed in this video that Zamfara have gold, and they have a gold in Brinengwari. The same gold they refused the government to touch. They said the gold in their areas belong to the states, while then oil in the south belong to the Nigeria. It is their fault? No, it is not their fault. I won't blame him for that. But you have to blame the stupid and idiot political leaders that are come from that south, whether from the southeast or south or southwest, who allow all this nonsense to be happening. Gold is for you, but coal in Enugu state belongs to Nigerian government. But salt in Ebonyi state belongs to Nigerian government. Our natural gas in Imo state belongs to Nigerian government. But all the whole gold and the uranium in all their respective states in the north, none is belong to the government. It belongs to individuals. Let us continue.
In quantity, the one we have in the other part of Nigeria will be finishing in 15 years.
Okay.
The one that has just been discovered, if harnessed, will last 75 years.
Okay.
So what do we really need? We have a deposit of gold in Birnungwali that is more than the one we are having in South Africa and in Ghana. We have another deposit of gold in Zamfara. That is why you have the bandit in Zamfara. That is why you have those bandits in Birnungwali. Why are we having the Boko Haram, so much Boko Haram problem? It's because of the oil that has been discovered. It is in the Lake Chad Basin. And that was why you see they will never want to have peace in that area, because once you have, the north is going to develop more than you think. And don't forget, the economic power of Nigeria was northern Nigeria. We were the
Another greater lie, that the economic power of Nigeria is from the north. Yet, when the Easterners want to go, you people say no. Okay, maybe now they are agitating for separation. Let the country disintegrate, because they have found oil that will last them for 75 years. And in 15 years, the one in the south will dry. You can see the kind of the mentality of the people that the stupid Britain joined with the most wisest people to live in the same country with. People who their reasoning is diverse from the original reasoning of human beings. In fact, they reason like cows.
power were the economic heart. That was why every time, even the education that the Southerners and the Easterners had, it was from the resources of the North that they were sponsored to go to school and get the education they are having.
Look at this one now. Can you imagine this? Look at this is how they keep on gaslighting their people. This is the lies they keep telling them every day that made them, when they see you, they see hatred. That they use their economy to send the people from the south to go to school. The first school that was built in Kano are being built by our ancestors, by Igbos, by Biafrans living there. When they see that their children are wallowing, this Armageddon of 18 didn't start today. All the children they born, they stay them on the street. All this one you see, governors and whatever, that was why most of them cannot even make a concrete statement in English. All of them were those street urchins, wallowing left, right, and center. And while our people are there raising their children, they said, what can we do for this community? What can we do for this state? We are making money here. We need to give back to the society. And our children also need to get involved in education. Then they begin to contribute money and build the first school from their business and begin to send their children to go to school. That is what this monkey come now to gaslight the whole world. making them to convince them that the resources they're using to send, how many, oh my goodness, have there been anyone from the south self, me growing up as a child, I never attended free school for once. There's no, even if there's any free education, it comes from the oil on my own backyard. And then this one here is gaslighting people. And the most gullible ones who don't know this story now will just say, yes, it's true. It is true. They are nothing. We are using our resources to train them in school. You can imagine that. Imagine the people that are giving cut-off mark. If others have been mandatory to score 300, when they score 100, they will give them, go to the best, what they call it, university. And then you from the south will be struggling to even get admission in the most prestigious university, if it is possible, sir. Look at it. The lies upon lies.
The economic heart. That was why every time, even the education that the southerners and the easterners had, it was from the resources of the north that they were sponsored to go to school and get the education they are having today. So if today it is not the...
You can as well see when he lied, the girl in the studio want to correct him. You know one thing about these people, and I'm very sure this is an APC. One thing about them is that they will shut you up, they will shut you down, they will intimidate you. Because yes, they are guests in your studio. Just like they always say that customers are always right. So you must allow them to flow the way they want to flow with all the whole lies. But that's why I trust Rufai. Rufai will tell you, my dear, no, even if I don't like him. But the way he always show them, please, for the record purposes, put this in straight. Can this guy go to Arai TV where Rufai and Abati or Mayo or what they call him, Ojineka, and make this kind of comment? He dare not.
It is there. If you don't know, I'm telling you, maybe you don't have knowledge of it.
Maybe what you're saying right now is, no, Dr. Let me just,
Sorry for taking your time. Let me conclude on this because I don't want you to interfere with this until I am done with it.
Okay.
So that is why we said the North today is ready for separation if you call for separation, because if we are separated today, I am telling you we will grow bigger.
Okay. I don't want to continue listening to this trash. I thank God I attached the video to what you are going to watch. So you can as well agree with me. We are going home. Biafra is going home. And all these things is what Dr. Ngozi Orabeze is saying. That made her to make sure that the Ejema, which is our Biafran currency, is now signed, sealed, and printed out. It is out there in public domain. So people will ask now, what are you going to buy with it? Don't worry, when the time is right, you will understand. Are you hearing me now? So for record purposes, let us see how many people can be able to detect and debunk the lies from this Aboki. Or no, sorry, not my Aboki. From this Malam Mesuya. Uzochukwu Ogbane said, how I wish you are serious about the separation. Yes, that is where everybody will counter. Eze Agwala says, so it has been the mineral resources in the south that made the north to hold on to one Nigeria. And now you have discovered that the resources are abundant in the north and untapped. The basis of Nigeria unity suddenly does not exist. So selfish. Anyway, let's separate and develop at our different pace. Somebody replied to him. James said, Japan doesn't have oil. South Korea doesn't have oil. And many others like that. Dissolve this illegal union now to save lives. Oladele Buliamin Adajere said, it is not only mineral resources used in developing a nation, but human resources. If you know you can develop on your own, why your region is like that? It is better we separate so that every ethnic groups will take care of themselves. Patrick Lopota said he is indirectly crying as I am seeing it. Or indirectly crying. Michael Ono says, so what is the benefit of North resources you discover to Nigeria since the oil is shared generally? When do we share the North gold generally? A very vital question to ask. And I'm expecting all those ones in that studio. Anyway, this one, the message is not full. This one is just caught and joined. I will go and look for this, the main source of this news. And I will listen to it myself. I will listen from the beginning to the end. I will go and look for the source. I need to know where all this one that called and said journalists will be there and somebody will be lying. You cannot put him straight for record purposes, because any narrative he push from that your channel is what people who don't read or found out about some certain things will follow. And then you allow him to be using your listen, your channel or whatever you call it, to lie and to spread falsehood. Okay, Igwebiko Ozumba said, Olufemi Taiwo, the truth is that the man is making sense, not about the past, because the past has come and gone. However, following his good intention for separation, I believe is an idea that everyone must support. Honestly, if Batunumbu can hear this man and work towards his idea, Africa will be a better place. Continuation in one Nigeria with the same system that we have now is as good as supporting Fulani conquest into southern Nigeria at large, because the Fulani oligarchy are in control of the southern Nigeria governors and its entire leadership. Jude said it is not debatable but big lie that the fund used to train the southerners comes from the north. How? Southwest produce cocoa that is far more expensive than groundnut. Eastern region produce palm oil. Then that was responsible for their being the region with highest fund generation then. Yet this monkey come out to lie, and the people in that studio could not debunk the lies. Nwosu Mbakwe Bartholomew said, I pray you people discover more minerals resources. That is not our problem. We just need Biafra, even if you carry the oil deposit in the eastern part. America did not have oil, but they are ruling the world. We have brain and we are not lazy. We can make things happen. Okay, let's see this write-up. Oh boy, this one long go, but I'm going to come down to read it and then we'll round up. This one is Mwalozie Denisi. Say it is only those who didn't, or rather who did not witness what happened before the cruel war of genocide against the eastern region will support the idea of one Nigeria. Witnessed the whole issue from the first coup to the second. Northern coup, which costumed the lives of young military officers from the eastern region. Many of them were killed by northern soldiers as planned by the northern region soldiers and their elders, targeting to exterminate the entire population, according to the governor of the northern region. Then Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the governor of eastern region, went to Ghana, seeking for solutions on the situation, which led to the Aburi Accord as suggested by Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, and all concerned agree for implementation back in Nigeria. But then the then head of state, Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon, and his advisors refused to implement the Aburi Accord. Instead, he divided the eastern region into states in order to cause confusion in the eastern region. Based on this, Lieutenant Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu summoned the eastern region elders for meeting, discussed on the way forward and how to manage the eastern citizens who ran back home with serious injuries inflicted upon them by the people of the northern Nigeria, and those who came back alive with empty-handed. On this ground, the elders of the eastern region went into brain cracking, looking for possible solution to the issues presented by Ojukwu. Came out with a resolution that since no government cares for our suffering people, including those who are suffering from the serious injuries inflicted on them and those who came back alive, dispossessed of their properties and other belongings, Ojukwu was mandated to declare the eastern region a separate government by the name Biafra. On hearing the decision of Ojukwu and the eastern region, Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon and his federal government resolved to go to war into the eastern region and determined to wipe out all living beings in the eastern region. The Biafra citizens struggled to defend our lives. That was the war between the eastern region and the federal government of Nigeria for a whole 3 years. And we were not wiped out as planned. We thank God Almighty. We fought the war and defended our region and protected us from the total wipeout, according to the then governor of the northern region. This is the plans of Yakubu Gowon. So if for all these things, you have a mineral resources, you have your fund that are using to train the southwesterners and the southeasterners, why then Gowon is fighting to keep Nigeria one? Look at where we are today. But thank God for the emergence of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ngozi Orebeze that brought us to where we are. We are moving forward and there's no cause for alarm. So my people, let us bar break here. Get this message, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos coming your way. Thanks for watching. Kemesiano. I love you all.